Hey Daniel, I'm creating this tutorial to show you how to use this new page builder for WordPress. It's called Elementor. So when you log in, this is the page you're going to see. And over here on the left hand side, you're going to see the section that says Pages. Just go ahead and hover over that and select All Pages. When you get there, you're going to see a page called Home, and we're going to click Edit with Elementor right here. So click on that, and you will notice this looks very familiar to Weebly. You're going to have your editing panel here on the left. You're going to have your stuff right here for what your website looks like. You can use this little arrow to collapse that and bring it out again. And then when you click on these 9 dots, it's going to bring up all the different things you can bring into your website. So you can like grab a heading, drag it, and drop it into your website. We'll center it. Now this pink thing up here, this is a section. So this controls everything within this pink section here. You'll notice that. And so I'm going to click on that. And when I click on it, this editing panel will edit what's in the section. So you'll notice over here, I can change how the content is aligned here. I'm going to select center. So you'll see it moves my text to the center there. And then anytime I click on an item that's in here, I can then use this editing panel to like edit what it says. So let's just put D and J instruction right there. I can change the alignment for it. And then if I still with this heading clicked on, we can go to style. And this is where I can change like the color. Just like that. We can change, if you click on this little arrow next to typography, you'll see you can change your font. You can change the size of your font. You can make it bold, semi-bold. Let's go ahead and change it to make it all uppercase. You can even add, like right here, a shadow behind your text to make it pop out a little bit more. You can kind of see if you watch it, you can see the shadow on the text coming in and out. And then you can even take this blur option and see how that shadow's adjusting behind your text to make it pop out more. Yep, just like that. So that's how you use it. It's very simple. A whole bunch of different things you can mess with over here in editing your content. Just select whatever item, whether it's a text or a button or whatever it is that you want to edit. Just click on it and use these 3 tabs up here, Content, Style, and Advanced, to make changes to it. If you go to Advanced, you'll see there's a thing called Margins and Padding. This is how you add space around things. To show you how to do that, I'll go ahead and drag in. Let's drag in a text editor. I'm just going to drop it right beneath this heading I put in. And let's just say this is my new excavation business. Something simple like that. We'll go over to style. We'll center it. Let's change our color to, let's do like an orange. Like a D&J construction orange. Yeah, something like that. And then we will click on our typography button. Let's make it quite a bit bigger. Something like that. Let's make it bold. Well, let's make it all uppercase, maybe a little smaller. 24. Let's add a shadow so it's easier to see, like we did to the heading. Yeah, that's great. And now, notice this space between here. Say I want to get rid of that. What I can do is click on, actually, if I click on the section, there's a spot down here that says how much gap I should put between like items. And right now it's set at 20. I'm just going to change this to 0. And you'll notice it removes a lot of that space. But if I want to make even more space, I'll click on this top item, go to advanced, and it says margin right here. If I create like a negative margin on the bottom, you'll notice it brings it up just like that. Yep. I could also do the same thing by clicking on the bottom item and creating a negative margin on the top. Just like that. Yep. One thing to take note of is this little staple button right here, if that's selected, it adjusts all like the margin or padding of all the sides at the same time. So if you want to adjust like just the top margin, you'll uncheck that and then just, yep, reduce the margin on the top. Just like that. Cool. So let's go ahead. Let's do a little bit more editing here. Come back to these 9 dots. Let's grab a button. Drop it in underneath this text. Center it. If I want to put a link to the button, I just go ahead and, so like say I have an About Us page, all I would have to do is type About, and a little drop down would come here that says About Us, and I can just click on it and it'll automatically link to that page. I can also just paste in any URL to Facebook or a different website or whatever, and anytime you click on this button, it will take you to that URL. Right here I can edit the text of this button. Let's just put like get a free quote, something like that. Now I'm going to go to the style. That's where I can edit like the font and the color of the button and all that stuff. Again, typography. That's where I can edit my font. I'm going to make the font just a little bit bigger. Let's make it like 20. Make it bold, uppercase, just like that. And then let's go ahead, text color. Let's make it orange. This is actually really cool. This has this color sampler, so if I click on that, I can select on like the color of my orange text, and it will, yep, automatically, just like that, match those colors for us. Super awesome. And then down here, the color of the button, let's not make it green, let's make it white. Yeah. And then right here, I can add a box shadow. Let's leave it black. Yeah, like that. Maybe something like that. And then this is really cool. So notice right here, I'm still select on the button. It says normal. I can also go to hover. You'll see this hover option on multiple things that you can edit. And when I have this hover option, I can actually make it change like the color of the button when I hover over it. So right now, let's do like change the color from like orange to green. So now when I hover, the text goes green. Pretty cool. And that just lets your user know on your website that like they can click on something, because when they hover over it, it changes. And then also you'll see hover animation. I can make that like grow, so my button actually gets bigger now when I hover over it, just like that. And so once I'm done, all I have to do is click this button down here that says update, and then these changes will go live on my website. So I'm going to collapse this. So we just created this super easy D&J Construction. This is my new excavation business with a button that says free quote request. You'll see that this is super easy to use, way more powerful than Weebly, so many more options. And I pay for like unlimited subscriptions of this, so it's really not costing me anything to let you use this. So feel free to play with it. If you have any questions, let me know. There are a whole bunch of very good tutorials for Elementor Page Builder on YouTube. So I encourage you to check those out too. I will send you an email the username and login for this website so you can start working on it whenever you want. All right, I hope this is helpful for you. Catch you later. Bye.